Okay, so it says make W the subject of the formula in the following. Now, this is just algebra, and when it says make W the subject, you want to get W equal to, right? That's the idea here. As it is, you've got W's all over the place, okay, but you just want to get W's on one side, everything else on the other. So what we'll do here is we've got the 3W in place nicely, but this W here I'll take over, and of course, because it's like a plus W, when I take it over it becomes a minus W. And then on this right hand side then, we got plus P, so we left there with P. Of course this minus 8, we need to take that over. And if you take a minus 8 over, it becomes a plus 8. 3W take away W is 2W. Okay, and then this is P plus 8. Okay. And then, right, to get W then, we're almost there, on its own. Just think, 2W means 2 times W. And when you times in W by 2, take it over, you've got to divide, haven't you? You need to divide the whole side by that 2. Okay? And that's it. There's your answer. You leave it like that. Okay? You've got W, the subject of the formula. B, you can see again, we've got W's all over the place. So, let's expand these brackets. 12 times W, so we'll multiply through by the brackets. 12 times W is 12W. 12 times 3M is 36M. Multiply this bracket, 5 times 7, okay, 5 times W, minus W. Now, we'll, similar to part A, get the W's onto one side, 12W, take that over, it becomes a plus. Then we've got this, that stays here, take the minus 36 over, it becomes a plus 36M, okay. This then is, what's that, 17W. This then, well, you can't add these together because they're separate terms. And then to get W on its own, well, the 35 plus 36M, because you times in by W there, take it over and you divide. And that's it, right? You've got the answer. Part C then, right, now W is in here, there's no other W's, but this W is underneath the square root, so we've got to get rid of this square root. And if you think about it, we'll take the square root over the other side, but when you take it over the other side, you've always got to do the opposite, right? So the opposite of square rooting is squaring, right? That's what we've always learned. Square rooting is the opposite of squaring, and vice versa. Squaring is the opposite of square rooting. So when you take the square root over, we've got to square it, but you've got to square the whole side, right? So let's get rid of that square root, okay? I'm left with W plus X, we get rid of the square root. But when you take, as I said, when you take it over, you've got to square the whole side. So what we need to do is put this in a bracket, okay? And square the whole side. And you can leave that like that. There's no other work to do, right? You can just leave it as it is. This X then, take it over. It becomes a minus X. And you're done, right? Just leave it like that. Job done. Part D, now in this case now, W, there's only one W term, but it's W squared. So let's take this 3 over. So W squared will equal to P minus 6. Leave them where they are. Take the 3 over, it becomes minus 3. So W squared then will be P, and then this is going to be minus 9, isn't it? Now W squared, okay, if we take the square over, of course you've got to do the opposite, and the opposite is square rooting. So when you square root the whole thing. And we're done. That's the answer.